Hey, so I'm in the car and I'm on the way to Costco, and no rant today. I know you've seen a car rant. It's still cold. I still have 6 coats on, but the sun is out, as you can see, and I'm pretty pleased about that. I'm headed to Costco because Nora posted a video. You may or may not have seen it already. And it inspired me, or challenged me, or forced me. I don't know what the me is here. So I'm gonna go and get the ingredients of her wine cake. Holly doesn't have wine at the house, but she does have to run to Costco to get some keto bread for her husband. Paul likes to make grilled cheese for lunch, and he uses the keto bread from Costco, and it's pretty good. So I'm gonna go pick up some wine, and I'm gonna try to do the keto version of her vegan version of her wine cake, because we're wrapping up food month and I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna go get some stuff, or wine. I'm gonna go get some wine. I haven't had wine in years. Okay, all right, see you later, bye. I'm back and went to Costco, got all the things that I needed, specifically the wine, because I have everything else. I'm in the car now, but I really confused them because I haven't bought wine in like years because it's not really keto friendly, but I can find some lower sugar, more acidic wines, which probably doesn't lend well for the recipe. But anyway, I went in and I was talking to this guy and he's like, can I help you find anything? And I was kind of talking to him about it, and he was like, what are you doing with it? Because I had mentioned I was going to bake with it. And like, this guy had no idea that you could bake with wine. And I was just like, super annoyed with him. But it was funny because it blew him away. And I was like, well, I'm waiting on a text from my friend in Germany. And he's like, you're talking to somebody in Germany right now? And I was like, well, yeah. I said, it's this German kind of cake recipe. And he's like, well, what is it supposed to taste like? And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm going to do it. So they were all, wishing me luck and everything as I was leaving. So they're all in there thinking I'm absurd. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to go try it. Okay, bye.
Oh, this is so funny. I have never thought about not being able to bake with red wine, because you also can make like a, how do you call what have you after a meal dessert? Is that what you call it? You can have a red wine cream or something. I don't know. Maybe this is a European thing. I don't know. But to me, it's not that unusual. So I think it's really, you should have had your camera with you and maybe do a video with a guy and trying to find the wine for baking. This is super funny, and maybe, if it turns out great, bringing some and show him what you meant.
And she sent me the recipe. It was so cute because on the video she was like, I don't have the recipe, it's just in my head. But she sent it to me and it was so sweet. And first of all, I have to do a lot of converting because it's in grams, and we don't use grams here in the United States. I think we use like cups. So I had to do a little quick conversion, which was fine. It's fine. I have my notes, and I had to figure out the oven temperature because it was in Celsius. So I think I'm going to preheat to 300 because she says 140 Celsius, and 140 translates to 284, but I'm thinking 300 will be enough. So let's do that. Also, I don't have to butter a tin because I'm going to use my silicone mold, and that way I can just squeeze it and pop it out. It is the greatest thing. If you don't have one of these, it's life. I make a lot of pound cakes in keto, and that has just absolutely saved my life. So I also want to talk about the other part of the conversion. Not only was it with the grams and Celsius, but I have spent years cultivating the conversions of regular desserts to keto friendly desserts. I am a certified ketogenic educator and wrote a book. I'll link it below. It's whatever. But I really do pride myself on doing top-notch conversions. And so this one is really easy. Like, I am so excited to try this. I am so excited to taste this and do this because I think it's going to be really great. So, of course, the flour converts to almond flour. I do use almond flour or coconut flour, and the conversion is a little bit different with converting that. So I'll figure that out. And of course, the margarine, I use real butter. I have to have full fat. The raw cane sugar, I actually use I have tested so many keto sugars, and I have a use for a lot of them. But this tabletop, just like sugar, I know it's backwards, but I can't figure out how to turn the thing on. I went to the settings and I hit the camera thing or the mirror thing, and it won't do it. I'm gonna have to have Paul look at it. Anyway, a product called Just Like Sugar really helps. It acts just like cane sugar, so I'm really happy with that. Of course, I have baking soda, which she talks about, cocoa powder, which she talks about, cinnamon and vanilla, which I have. And then she uses for the icing confectioner sugar mixed with wine, which I am so excited to do because it was pink. Like, it was pink. Did you watch it? When she was like drizzling that, I'm like, I watched her drizzle for like 3 minutes and I'm like, I really just want to do that. So I use this because it's erythritol monk fruit sugar, but it's powdered and it's amazing. We used to actually powder our own erythritol, which you can. We had a coffee bean grinder designated just for powdering erythritol, but now it's Anthony's. Anthony's is the way to go. Anthony's came out with the powdered erythritol. Of course, I have my wine, which actually I'm going to taste. Nora, I kept thinking you're going to taste it. You missed out. Okay. Of course, butter. And then she used chia seeds, which was genius. Like, I know that chia seeds kind of plump up and kind of make a kind of gelatinous liquid. Genius about converting the eggs. I'm using eggs because I'm keto. Okay, so I'm gonna set you down and we'll get started. So I'm about to taste the wine, and I thought I had a wine glass. There it is. I don't have the kitchen machine that she was talking about, and so I just used a hand mixer. I don't have a lot of storage. Yeah, I don't have a lot of storage in the kitchen here at the house, and so any kind of like big appliance like that, I don't want on my countertop, and I do not have a pantry. We have a mud room back here where we do have fake pantry, little cabinets that we bought really cheap at Target or whatever. And anyway, so we don't have upper cabinets. There's no place to put a kitchen machine. So the little hand mixer, you see it right there, is small enough to just throw in the back room. Salute. That's good. It's gonna stain my teeth. Okay, so you just saw me mix up all the ingredients. I'm so excited. So I have it. I'm gonna go scoop it into the silicone mold and bake. Okay, I'm gonna set you down. Okay, got you propped up in the window, still drinking a little bit of the wine. It's in the oven. One of the best things that Nora said in her video was that her oven has its own rules. And I love that. I love that we have the same experience. It's so fun to see, you know, the differences between her kitchen and my kitchen. Just not only because she's vegan and I'm keto, and not only because she's German and I'm American, it's so interesting to like find a little part of yourself in somebody else. And I think that's so important now, even more, is to just try to find that common ground. Not even common ground, I don't know what I mean, but it's like that little common denominator that makes us all human. And for her to say, you know, her oven has its own rules, and I'm like, yes, my oven has its own rules. It drives me absolutely crazy that my oven is so inconsistent. So even though, let's see, her recipe says to bake for 45 to 60 minutes. So, and it says check after 40, but I just set my timer for 30 because I know that it needs to be rotated. So I just need a new oven. The whole kitchen's gonna be like torn down and like whatever. I am so excited to make the icing, but I'm gonna wait. But first, I just wanna chat while it's baking about this whole month. And thank you for hanging out the whole month where we talk about food lifestyle. And it's such a universal language. But I definitely wanna come on to wrap up the series to tell you that I don't care what food lifestyle you eat. I am not here promoting keto. I am not here promoting vegan. I don't care your food lifestyle. Here's what I care about. Come here. If you're over 40 and you're still eating like you're 10, that's what I care about. I want you to listen and get in tune to your body. And I want you to figure out what your body responds to. That's it. I think we should all be paying attention to how our body responds to fast food, to sugar, to meat, to eggs, to chia seeds. Paul was like, he was over my shoulder when I was watching Nora's video about the substitution for chia seeds, which I think, seriously, I think is genius. But Paul's like, Paul had a incident in regards to chia seeds. It is not friendly to his gut. It came out with Exclamation. So, this is the thing. You learn what your body responds to. And there are so many small indicators on how your body responds. For me, insulin was causing inflammation. Some people get inflammation by gluten, by sugar, by meat. Cruciferous vegetables sometimes can cause inflammation. And there are so many little possibilities that you should be paying attention to. And I guess as we're wrapping up food lifestyle, and you've seen, Becca with her lifter's diet, and, Lisa, and just everyone is different. And I just want to encourage you guys to listen to your body, pay attention to the small things, even with your skin. Like, so many people will be eating like they're 20. Do you remember how you ate when you were 20? How was your skin? I mean, your skin was probably just, fighting through because you were 20, but now at 40 or 50, your skin starts to not be so quick to recover. And your skin starts to show these signs of what we put in our body is what our body is made out of. So whatever you're eating, you're creating with that food. So are you going to be eating fast food and creating a fast food body? Or are you going to be eating vegetables and healthy protein to create that skin? So a lot of times when you see adults that have maybe acne or different skin problems, or even I see a lot of ladies who literally are malnourished and they're losing their hair. Lots of ladies come in with low protein in their diet. They just, and I'm not blaming them. They have a lifestyle that's on the go. They have kids they're rushing everywhere. They don't have time to feed themselves good nutritious meals, especially moms whose priority is get the kids fed, get them off to their soccer game, get them off to their football game or a cheerleading practice or whatever. I was that kid too. Mom would drive through McDonald's to get me some chicken nuggets that I'm slamming in my mouth, trying to get my dance bag together or a cheerleading bag together or whatever it was that she was shipping me off to. Literally, she was just trying to get me fed. So the moms always, the moms are who I'm talking to now, over 40, that are just trying to eat, like they put themselves last. And when they're sitting in my hair salon chair, I see it. I see it in their skin tone. I see it in their eyes. I see it in their hair. I can see it in their nails. There are so many nutrients that we need more of as we age. A lot of times when I'm talking to the keto clients, one of the main nutrients that we really need to continue to supplement as we age, especially if you're ketogenic, is vitamin B1 thiamine or thiamine. A lot of times you can get B1 by your wheat products, or bread is usually fortified with thiamine. Here in America, at least, we fortify bread. We fortify a lot of stuff because we process it so highly that we have to add in the crap that we took out because So anyway, so when you're on a ketogenic diet, you have to then supplement thiamine, and a lot of people don't, and it really can age you. I will be talking next month in the Wellness Month a lot about different supplements that I take being ketogenic, and or a lot of different supplements that I take for healthy aging, and lots of crazy things that have happened this past couple of years, and I really can't wait to dive into that and talk to you about that. But it's funny what we think is a healthy diet if we're paying attention to our body, our hair, our skin, our nails. Maybe it's not. Maybe this series is just to inspire you to look at what you're eating, inspire you to think back to when you were 10. Are you eating differently? is there a couple of adjustment things that you can do to help your body be nutrient positive instead of nutrient deficient as you're aging? And I hope you've had fun. I have. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you in a minute where we make, if I have wine left, where we make the icing. I'll be right back. Okay. So here it is. Holly was impatient and didn't let it cool all the way, so I've got some broken pieces. That was too warm to take out of the mold, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, here's the keto masterpiece. I'm gonna slice it and taste it. I'm gonna eat it with a fork. Oh my. My husband's about to come down off work. So I'm gonna make him. It's so good. Let's be honest. I have no idea what it's supposed to taste like. I really don't, but it's very good. She mentioned that when she used to use it with the eggs, it was very fluffy, and it is very fluffy. I put 3 eggs in it. It has a little bit of a chocolate undertone, but not. It's, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like red velvet cake. If you're here in America, it's similar to that kind of cake flavor, but I'll tell you what did it. The icing. Like whatever magic wine, confectioner sugar thing, it's the thing. It's all the things. So I'm gonna let my husband taste it. I'm gonna eat this piece, maybe with some coffee. Oh, yes, because it's 4 o'clock and or it's 3:30 actually. It's almost 4. I'm ready for some coffee. Nora, thank you so much. It is awesome. I'm gonna send you a picture right now before you go to bed because it's 3:30 and I know that you're probably heading to bed. It's gorgeous.